The South African banks don't believe in you. They don't believe in black talent. They'll never give you enough money to be able to become a captain of industry. There's nothing we can do until we have a bank of our own. So step number one, we need a bank. And that bank must become a state bank. That is going to waste money on you, like the apartheid government did on Afrikaners. That is going to give you funding, give you 40 years minimum, like Toyota. The story of Toyota, which at the moment, there's no village in the world without a Toyota in the world. But if you look at the story of Toyota, it was properly supported by the state for 40 years until it became the giant that it is. It's the story of a number of companies. The strongest agricultural sector in the world is in the United States, but is the most protected from international competition. We cannot give up on the state because the ANC destroyed it. It is the only thing you have as black people. You can't fold your arms and all go into a mode of condemning government. It is the only shield, it is the only gain of the liberation movement. We've got to build state capacity. We've got to use the government. We've got to use the state to transform our lives. White people are not going to develop you. White people are not going to save you from poverty. If you don't know, the last 30 years is evidence. White people themselves, to become the rich people that they are, used the state. They could have made it without the state. They were protected by the state. They were funded by the state. They were given all types of opportunities by the state. You have to save your state. Don't surrender it to corrupt people. Don't surrender it to people who don't believe in black talent. We've got to save the state and strengthen it. Use it to transform and shift tectonically.
Ayikho into engijabulisa njengokulalela abantu abahlakaniphile kunami futhi abafundile kunami. Lokho kwenza ukuthi kube nezinto ezintsha engizifunda njalo. Kodwa ngenxa yokuthi nginomndeni onguwe, ngibona ukuthi asike sizixoxe lezi ezinye izinto ngoba ziyasithinta thina. Futhi njengoba bezikhuluma laba abasuke bekhuluma basuke bexwayisa thina. Besivula amehlo ukuze sikwazi ukubona ekakhulukazi okwenzeka ezweni lethu. Amavikeni adlule i-Statistician General sisibikela ukuthi i-unemployment rate nge-first quarter ka-2026 ikhuphukile. Lokho kusho ukuthi abantu abaningi abamnyama basenhluphekweni noma basendlaleni ngoba makukhulunywa nge-high unemployment rate kusuke kukhulunywa ngabantu abamnyama abaningi abangaqashiwe. Into ebuhlungu nje leyo. Ngithe mangiscrolla ku TikTok ngasithela phe kwevideo kaSisu Enhle. Kodwa ngaphambi ngifike kwivideo kaSisu Enhle, ngifuna ukuqala kwivideo kaVuyo Zungula ekhuluma nge-economy yase South Africa. Wayekhuluma noMaksham lo we-State of the Nation. Ngifisa ukuthi siqale lapho bese siqhubeka siya phambili ngoba lezi zinto abayisho ngizizwa mina kimi zibalekile futhi kukhona engikufundayo kuzo. Manje ngiyazi ukuthi nala kule channel bakhona abantu abanalo ulwazi bazokwazi ukuthi basicobelele ngokwazi la kuma comment section sigcine sesiziqonde ezinye izinto kangcono.
Actually, these parties that are progressive want to take South Africa forward in the sense that they want transformation of the economy. They want to ensure that the economy does get to benefit the majority of the black people.
What does transformation mean?
I can tell you very quickly, when it comes to government spending, in fact, let me start giving you an understanding of the structure of the economy. Firstly, the economy is structured and dominated by oligopolies. You are going to have few companies in all major sectors or industries dominated by few firms, few companies. Go to the banking industry, you won't count companies and you are going to reach 7. Go to telecommunications, etc. So that is a crisis whereby money circulates amongst very few hands. Similarly, when you go to government spending are going to have over 80% of government spending going to big white companies. Again, very few hands. Go to the PIC. It manages over 3.8 trillion in assets, and less than 200 billion of those assets is actually funding black people. So the biggest issue that we face in the economy, it is a lack of participation of black people. It is structural, and at the same time, the government should be using its mechanisms of capacity or intervention to actually change things around. Firstly, PIC, it is a state-owned entity. It should be funding more black people to enter into business, firstly. Secondly, when it funds black businesses, it must not fund consumerism-driven initiatives, rather production. Instead of funding the construction of malls, yet the goods that will be sold in those malls are important, it is not progressive. The second issue, when it comes to government spending, if, for example, a company like Bidvest, I saw a Bidvest situation in Polokwane municipality a few years ago where they won a tender. The tender was just a mere 1 million. One would think that with a company such as Bidvest, as big as it is, versus a tender of R1 million, surely there should be SMMEs from the people of Polokwane who could be getting that particular tender. However, because few companies dominate the public procurement, especially big white companies, our view to say transformation therefore says you need to ensure that more spending goes towards SMMEs, because with SMMEs, if I can make a comparison with Bidvest, whether Bidvest gets a tender in Polokwane, in Limpopo, or in Nelson Mandela in the Eastern Cape, the shareholders are one. The bottom line benefits very few people, the owners of Bidvest. However, if it's SMME, the SMME that is going to win a tender and provide services in Nelson Mandela will be different from the one that will be getting a tender and winning the contract and delivering services in Polokwane. That way, the money will not circulate amongst very few hands, but it will be dispersed amongst various hands. So that is part of the transformation of the economy using government spending.
Indlela engimuzwa ngayo uVuyo Zungulalanga ngimuzwa sengathi uthi ukuze i-economy igcine benefita i-majority yabantu kungagcini benefita only the minority, kufanele i-government yethu ibe intentional bese kusuka lapho ifunda ama-SMMEs. I-government yethu kufuneka ifunde ukuspenda kubantu base South Africa. Angifunje ngena kuleyo nto leyo ngoba sine government engakholelwa kulezo zinto. Ngicabanga ukuthi thina sithatha abantu abangakaze babe ingxenye yebhizinisi, ngoba umuntu ovele wathola ama-shares ongakazi ukuqala ibhizinisi phansi uhlukile. Uhlukile lo muntu lo kunomuntu oqala ibhizinisi phansi, ngoba uma ukhuluma nge-investment kumuntu othenga ama-share ophiwa ama-shares ngenxa ye-BE nomuntu oqale phansi ibhizinisi, usuke ukhuluma ngabantu ababili abehlukene. Inkinga yabantu abasiphethe uma kuza kulolu daba lama-investment nokuthi ba-investe kubantu base-South Africa ishaya lapho. Noma bekhona abantu abanalo ulwazi khona lapha eParliament, kodwa abekho semandleni, akusibona abathatha iy'nqumo. Bangabeluleki abanye kodwa akubona abathatha iy'nqumo.
Good morning South Africa, ngithemba ukuthi niphilile. Excuse my voice, izwi lami alikho lisalele eCarnival City. Njengoba ngigeza ngilunga ngibheke kubangani bami, uyazi ukuthi kuvuka something la ekhanda lami. It take a lot, 15 years to see ama returns, ama profits on all their company, because take a lot, it has a lot of sub companies around under it. Angazi ubani lo suke phezulu, but there's a lot of them. But Mr. D is also part of that community or family in company yodwa. So it took them 15 years in order for them to see ama profits. We understand. Took them 15 years for them to secure a market, for people to gain trust in the market, for them to actually thrive in the market. And is it coincidental it took so long for Amazon to even come into the South African market while Takealot was still building up their brand? While Takealot was still building a baseline, there is something called the online shopping. Do you realize what This morning I've done research on 3 topics. Ngifike nga researcher indaba ka Takealot ne case yabo ababeyilwa kwa Competition Commission endabeni ukuthi they've monopoly over the over the online shopping space, in a way that they were even squeezing ama suppliers abo or their customers. And take a lot, you bring your own products to days, like they squeeze you go website yakho ukuthi ungalowerish ama prices up, because if you still want your product on there. Basically they had a monopoly over the market. They could reduce their prices, you couldn't, when as umuntu supply products. That was where Competition Commission came in. And what did Take a Lot use as an argument? Ukuthi they are being unfair, because Amazon has done the same thing in America, but no, unfair ukuthi ama giants like Amazon, they do that in America in order for them to secure themselves as the monopoly, as the giant kwinakhuzana kwe online shopping space. Linda kancane ngiyeza khuleka. We understand they used Amazon as a giant and forcing government and they use Amazon as an example, Shein as an example, no Temu, ukuthi these people as a computer on a global market. It's no longer just us on the industry. If you guys are asking for us to be fair while other people, other giants are actually now monopolizing the industry, it's like you guys want us, quote for quote, it's like you guys want us to fight with one hand behind our back. Because why? We have to prep for the fact that there are giants coming into the industry. If nifuna ukuthi sibe fair, lungisani imithetho. Washo njalo Take a Lot. Wathi lungisani imithetho yama tariffs. Lungisani they're exploiting the old tariff laws. They are not getting taxed properly. Tina, we're getting taxed for everything esiyenzayo. So lungisani imithetho yama tax and tariff. Do you understand? That's why Timo and all of them baqala bashaya ngetext bakhuphuka impahla yakhumbona. These are the things mina I feel like abantu who have access to resources, abantu abafundile, should be telling the public ukuthi actually in order for anything to thrive idinga ukuthi protect. I did my research on the Amazon case, ngasho beno Take a Lot ukuthi Take a Lot uma nina nithi asenze njalo shintshana ama laws ukuze nalabo bazongena nabo ba text njengoba nami nifuna ukuthi ngiplay fair, nami futhi ningitext. Angithi mina ngiyatext bona, they get to sell their things cheap. It's unfair that they get to sell their things cheap while mina I am selling my things at a fair price. Story number 1 low. Story number 2 ngiresearchile uToyota. How did Toyota become a brand le yiyo namuhla where there's a Toyota in every village, in every country, even in the poorest of countries? How come there's a Nissan Toyota there? Hamba na uyos research uzothola ukuthi uhulumeni waseJapan, angazi uma waseJapan yini, actually chased out nakhuzana American motor companies, German motor companies, wabachase out, wabashaya ngama-tax, wababhubhisa ngentela, ubabhubhiselana ufuna iToyota ithrive, ufuna iToyota ikhule. They didn't want outside competition because they hadn't established themselves as in the economy. They wanted, in fact, uze wathi lana lo obengichazele bengimbuzo thena, they wanted to create a sandbox la khona uToyota azoqale akhuluphale, athrive bese kwazi ukukhompete in the global market. Hence Toyota is one of the biggest motor companies who funded Toyota for however many years. There was government wayebanika amathenda ukuthi bekhanda injini, bekhanda imoto for machinery for war. Government uba facilitated with even funds. There was even a pushback between government and Toyota. You can do the whole research, but the whole thing is uhulumeni waseJapan or wherever the country had to protect the industry in order for the local economy to thrive first. Then isikwazi ukucompete with global market, global giant. Ibizwa ngaleyo nto, ibizwa nge-even landscape, ibizwa nge-fair market. Uthi ayingaveli be-fair imarket singaka establish, singakakhuli, singakanonophali, singakasimami. That's why uToyota tech giant ayiyona namuhla. Ngaresearcha futhi case yesithathu. Ngathi sathini speech sika Chris Hani ngo-1990 mhla sekuseqalwa ingxoxo zokunakhuza zoku-empowerisha abantu noma zokufaka abantu abamnyama kumnotho, the natives. And I use the term on purpose because we were classified as natives. Since when are black people not native? Ngenxa ukuthi seku under rainbow nation sekukhona ba ama natives because white people are no longer European. But angikho lapho. uChris Hani, his argument was the Afrikaner a community went through something la khona kwakuyindlala yabelungu. There was a point where they were hungry and they were dispossessed and they were out of umnotho. What did they fought and they got into the top. And what did the Afrikaner government do? They purposely fed them. They fed them, they clothed them, they gave them housing. It was a systematic nationalism, systematic empowerment of Afrikaner people. We understand. Meaning, Othu Christian ke why is it ukuthi nizothi fair market abantu abayibonele mase kungene abantu abamnyama? That was his question. Wona mbuzo futhi awufela loyo ukuthi what there must be systematic ways in which black people are actually funded. Njengoba nani as Afrikaner mhlani phethe umbuso nabaxhasa abantu beni. Even today white farmers are benefiting from ama-bank iwona who carry the load. Who funded to take a lot for 15 years? Before return ama-profits. That should show you ukuthi wena muntu kohlakaniphile. That should show you ukuthi it takes intentional empowerment for people to be empowered. It is not their responsibility ukuthi be empowerishe. They can only do so much to compete in the market. South Africans kwenzakalani kini? South Africa sisathi siya-establisha, we hadn't even had a foothold in the or monopoly in the spaza shop market. Kwase kungena external competition and nobody advocated for that. We could have taken them to court had people known ukuthi akufanele imarket infiltrate without an even landscape. Abantu basela ama-counterfeit goods. Abantu have proper funding. How dare you allow abantu bangaphandle bezongena with more resources than your people if your plan is for your people to thrive still? Wenza njani uma ufuna umntwana wakhe akhule? Ususa ama-parasites, umkhiphi ikelemu, zonke izinto that could possibly hinder i-growth yakhe, ezostanta i-growth yakhe. Uyazisusa lezi zinto ukuze lo mntwana akhule. Uze wathi lana, the reason uToyota has become a super giant in the motor industry is because wa-protectwa, wa-player yedwa. And even another thing they had to consolidate a lot of companies bawafake under one company because why? Bathi ukuba namaqembu ezimoto companies are compete within each other. We will not be able to compete in the global market, of which my friend bafike conglomerate, organized, bafike be funded, organized. And funny how siyayifoni list yokuthi imali lezo hulumeni ekhokha abantu bentela go towards funding small businesses. We want the list yokuthi obani abafundwayo lapho under spaza shops nje sifuna ukubona lapho ukuthi obani abantu abamnyama bafundayo ngemali eyipaza shop. That we want to see. Ungabi ukuthi nifunda ama-asylum seekers because why? You haven't done enough nationalism to empower black people. Nansi abantu abangafuna empeleni. I feel like the Leonard are really doing themselves a disservice because they don't want to understand the perspective yokuthi thina abantu esisuka enhluphekweni siqale kanjani and how do nations abaphumile enhluphekweni baqale kanjani. There is no playing fair if singabanga nayo a same starting point. Ama-Somali mefika asene capital asekwazi uqala, they popped up like mushrooms everywhere. Why did we allow that? If we take a lot wakwazi ukuthi athi ngizoyisqueeza for the sake yokuthi fanele ngisimame, fanele ngisqueeze abantu. Thina we were never even allowed an opportunity yokuthi sithole lawo funding from government ukuze sibe nezipaza, sibe nezinto ezidecent, nezinto esizoyibona ngelinye ilanga. Do you see how disenfranchised black people are? Do you see how intentional disenfranchised kwethu was? Do you see ukuthi umhlaba knows ukuthi for a people to thrive they must be protected, markets must be protected. Right now in South Africa, any international company that wants to infiltrate South Africa, and funny how inakhuzana kuthiwa iJapan yathi Mercedes no chef mabefuna ukuhlala eJapan thoya batshela into eyodwa yathi leyo nkampani yenu fanele ownwe abantu abamnyama. It's the same idea ye-BEE leli so Elon Musk namuhla ukuthi those companies must be owned by black people. Tina, we haven't seen much transformation, but what I'm trying to convey with this message is the disenfranchisation of black people, the disempowering of black people has been intentional. Ukufladwa kwama-tuck shop, ukufladwa kwama-small micro market has been intentional. Intentional ngani? Because there was never an intentional boost. There was never a protection of black businesses. There was never a protection of native businesses. Khona sizokwazi compete at a global market. China uyi-giant ayiyona namuhla when it comes to textile and clothing. Because why? They had to close off in order for them to grow babe sustainable, and then they could branch out into the world. Thina la South Africa yiphi into esingathi sike sa closer off kuyo in order for us to grow and then branch out into the world. We understand leyo nto ukuthi for actual growth ukuthi yenzeke, it takes government putting money towards abantu bakhe. Same way Afrikaner nationalization happened. Ukuthi bafandwa uhulumeni ukuze bephakame. Ayikho lento yokuthi no, I know, itokofela nene. It is intentional. It must be an intentional choice kahulumeni ukufanda abantu ukuze bephakame before abafake kwi-competition. Ngoba i-competition iqhamuka la khona senikwazi, senisecurile imonopoly, senikwazi ukusimama. There was never fair competition in the spaza shop market, in the microeconomy for South Africans. Uma kuzofika abantu who are well funded, who could buy stock in masses. While South Africans were not given the same opportunity. South Africans were not given the same funding or machinery. You understand, Alon? Umsebenzi wami kuphelile. Nibe nosuku oluhle. I'm going to brunch with the girls. Le video ngosiyami. Ninike nalabo bakutwitter abahlakaniphe kakhulu. Niyamazi ke lona imihla nemihla. Part of the reason akhuphuka machine tariffs is because locals were complaining that uShini is taking over imarket. Yini zonke lezo zinto understandwe mayishiwa abantu bebusiness but singa understandwa mayishiwa ama South Africans. Yini i-competition kufanele ama South Africans accept nje without a shadow of the doubt, but uma ishiwa ama big corporate companies, mayishiwa ama big textile giants ofoshini ho bani bethu uShini uyaswisa udayisa impahla eyishipili. Ha ugovernment fanele aphakame akhuphula ama tariffs, ashaya abantu ngama tariffs, empeleni ashaya uthini uShini ngama tariffs. We understand ukuthi they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. It was systematic. Bayenze ngamabomu ukuthi si disenfranchise. Abenzanga enough. Uyazi guys, barely how many years into democracy bese kugcwele abantu abama foreign nationals kanje bezo compete market, bezo infiltrate the market. We could barely secure, we could barely survive. But nobody advocated for that. Uyababona ukuthi benza ngamabomu ukuthi bengayiboni inhlupheko zabantu. Kodwa ziyabonakala ngoShini. Ziyabonakala ngezimoto. Ziyabonakala in every other aspect. Washo Chris Hani, what the same way you empowered the Afrikaner, you must do the same thing to empower the black South Africans. And did they do that? No, they didn't, because in the most micro of economies, they never protected us.
Mumeri Phadi ubhale nansi post kwi-Facebook page yakhe uthi, NP, if I had powers, I will tell the leaders who are planning the march on the 30th to cancel it on Tuesday morning, go 6 a.m. and leave all of us to enjoy security as citizens and enjoy safety by walking around freely because the entire SAPS will be visible. I'm asking myself as to what has been stopping this government to listen to truck drivers, Dudula residents in Soweto since 2017, and today because there are strikes daily, they are awake. Now buses are free, flights are free, and the Department of Labor, Department of Home Affairs, police are doing their work. You will vote for the ANC again. Babuye bonke ngo-December 2026. Nikhale zize zibe ku-loudspeaker in 2027. Sebathi nge-English, unemployment rate has increased. Nani kodwa ningamamenemene. Just to tell you the truth will set me free. Niyameneza. The budget of the 30th of June will be going to Madlanga, badle 600 million rand. I am serious. Government wethu, maye intentional izinto ziyenzeka. Ngobu intentional ngokuthi kungabi nadlame, kungaluthwa ngomhla ka-30 uzospenda more than 600 million. Kodwa ngoba akekho intentional ngalento ade show sisu enhle ukuze kuphuma abantu enhluphekweni, ukuze kuphuma abantu endlaleni, sazoqhubeka uhlupheka lokutshelwa nge-unemployment rate. Kumanje ngibone iletha nje vela kumkhonto wesizwe phathi ngathi ngomhla ka-1 kuJuly ugesi uzokhuphuka. Kunento enjalo. Ngisazofunda ngezwe ukwenzakalani. Ugesi ukhuphukile nge-1 April if not May, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere lapho. Thina siwuthengayo ugesi siyazi ukuthi ubiza kanjani. Uma kuthiwa futhi ngenzeka ukhuphuke ngomhla ka-1 July, kusazoba nzima eSouth Africa. Kodwa ngoba bayazi ukuthi niya understand futhi niyabathanda, ngithi noma kuthiwa registani for ukuvota nizokwazi ukuthi sikhiphe le ANC ngoba nina niyayithanda niqoka ukungavoti kulungeleke. Abangalitholanga ithuba nge-weekend ukuyorejista, mone smartphone, ngena ku-Google ubhale IEC registration kuzovela urejiste for ukuvota ngomhla ka-4. Online ivulekile, uyakwazi ukurejista ube ne-ID yakho nje eduze ngoba mawuqeda kufaka i-ID number yakho amagama izokubhalela, ufake ama-details wakho, udlule izothi shutha i-ID, uyishuthe ibonakale. So lapho uqedele yonke i-process uzobe sewuregistered ukuze ngomhla ka-4 sizophuma ngobuningi bethu siyovotela abanye abantu sikhiphe i-ANC komasipala. Masingenza njalo nje sobe senza omkhulu umsebenzi. Istep sokuqala leso sobe sikhombisa ukuthi siyikhathalele iSouth Africa ngokuthi sikhiphe i-ANC emandleni. Noma ngangena bani nendaba kodwa uma kuphuma i-ANC emandleni.